let's try. This is for JavaScript only, so we're making sure that our jQuery also working. So to make it sure that it is really working, the jQuery is working. So let's try the jQuery code. So this is the jQuery code, and it is dollar sign, open close parenthesis, and then semicolon. Okay, so inside the parenthesis function, open close, open close. So this is the pattern of coding. Okay, do not just type in dollar sign, open parenthesis, function, and then to minimize the errors, you have to complete first the structure of your jQuery, like this one, dollar sign, open close, and then semicolon. So in this method, we can minimize the errors because we already have a semicolon. So inside the parenthesis, this is the time that you have to type in the function, and then open close, curly brace, and then voila. Okay, so let's try if this really works. So if our alert will work inside the jQuery structure. Hello, I am using now jQuery. Let's save this one, reload. Hello, I'm using now jQuery, so congratulations. You already your jQuery already working. Okay, now let's try to put some elements. Okay, so let's say for example we have this is as I've said, I'm going to show you how are you going to hide or unhide elements in HTML. So let's say for example you have a div, and then let's call this login. Okay, so our scenario will be like we have here a login page, and then another panel for main page. It's like that, and if I would click the login page, it will go to the main page, and the main page should have logout button, and if I click the logout button, it will hide the main page, and then it will go back to login page. So in this project, or in this activity, at least you already know at the end of the activity, you will know how to utilize the power the libraries, the power of JavaScript and jQuery. Alright, so let's create a div for login, and then we have to name it dv underscore login. So that means we have a panel for login. So here in the design CSS, we can target for targeting the CSS. Inside the CSS, we will use hashtags for the IDs. So div login, let's try to put some border. So if you will put some border solid, let's reload, you will see, oops, it's not working. Div log, alright, okay, so this is true. Div login. So there you go, you will see that there's a border, but it looks like it's a straight line only, so we have to put some height on it. Let's say 100 pixel. Let's try what will happen. Okay, so you have already a height. How about the width? We can actually use percent, so that it will automatically adjust its width 50% of a certain web. So for example, this is the size of your web, so it's very visible that is 50%, right? So now to make it move at the center, we'll try to use margin and left. And then let's try 20%. What will happen? About 50%. So 20% is more likely pretty much not so. How about 25? Right? That's pretty much good. And then for the height, you have the margin top, and then also 25%. Let's try. Alright. And then for the height, we will increase the height. Let's say 500, 400. Oops, this is very big. 300. And then the width, I think we will do it with 25%. Oh, no. 60%. Anyway, this is just an example. Oh, what happened? Stop. 10%. This is just an example. We will not focus on design. We will focus on the function in this demonstration. Okay, let's say for example, here inside our login, we need to have button, and then we will use the class of our button in our bootstrap, since we're using bootstrap. Okay, so if we choose danger, login. Okay, so you have your login page here. Now if you would like to have some inputs also, let's say for example, placeholder. This placeholder is a watermark. Okay, so for example, enter username, like that. So you will have enter username. And if you would like the button to be at the button to be at the bottom of your username, type in dr, control space for the break. So then you have this username. Then I'm just using the example. Okay, so do not forget to put some IDs in every element. Today I'm going to put some ID for the login button only. Okay, and then for the logout button login. Okay, so we will create another one for our main page. Just copy this one and then change the ID, and then let's try. Okay, so we already have another div right here, but it looks like there's no design for it. So let's just copy the design for the login. So we'll change this main page. Alright, so in the main page we will change, of course we have changes here in the main page. So this will be logout, and do not forget to change the ID logout, and then we will change the input, and then we will use the label, and then let's say welcome to my main page. Okay, so this one, maybe I'm gonna use success here. So button login logout. So